Good afternoon, everyone. Happy Monday. How's everybody doing? How's everybody feeling? How are you all doing on this Monday? How's the work day? How's the week starting off? What are you all up to? What do you all got going on? What is going on, folks? What is going on? Shout out to the folks in the chat. Make sure you all hit the like button, hit that subscribe, share this channel out with everyone you know. I would greatly appreciate it. Let's continue growing this channel. We are on the road to 2,000 subs. So love to get there sooner rather than later. We're not that far away. So for anybody that is watching this for the first time, make sure you all hit the sub button. But what is going on, everybody? I know it's been painful to say the least, watching the New York Yankees as of late. They have now another series. This time it's against the Minnesota Twins in a 3-game set. How this series plays out, I mean, who knows at this point? I know historically the Yankees have done good work against the Minnesota Twins. They've owned the Minnesota Twins. But in this series and how the Yankees have been playing as of late, I mean, I don't know. I certainly have my doubts. I know the Yankees are still holding on to that final wild card spot at the moment, but they could lose that spot at any given moment too. August has not been kind to them. The last series that they won was against the Tampa Bay Rays, and they won 3 out of 4 in that series. And after that, it's just been brutal losses. They started the month off getting swept by the Marlins. They lost 2 out of 3 against the Rangers. They lost 2 out of 3 against the Astros. How do they perform against the Minnesota Twins? That's the big question. So, Minnesota Twins, I believe their record is 55-61. I'm going to take a look at that real quick just so I don't misquote the record, but let me check that real quick. Yeah, or 56-61. Okay, they're 56-61. I mean, they're a team that's playing below 500. Not that means anything. The Yankees have suffered losses against teams that are playing below 500 and lost bad. The Marlins are prime examples of that. But how did the Yankees perform against the 4th place Minnesota Twins? You look at the standings right now for the Yankees, they're 6.5 games out of first place. They could still get first place, but the way they've been playing, it doesn't look promising. The Yankees have been playing a terrible brand of baseball. I mean, it's beyond terrible. But I don't know what this team needs to do to get it together. I don't know what needs to happen. I don't know if Jorge Posada's words spoke about, getting a fire lit under these guys, but something's got to give. Something's got to give. Something just doesn't make sense. This team started out great. They started out awesome. They started out hot. And over the last couple of months now, this team has been playing, below 500 baseball. It's disappointing. It really is. It really is disappointing. And after that loss yesterday against the Astros, man, there's been a lot of concern. And honestly, yes, there's still very much in it, right, as far as making it to the postseason. But the Guardians, right, they're only a half a game behind the Yankees. The Rangers are 2.5 games out. I mean, I'm looking out for those two teams. It's not like the Royals, Rays, and Twins are not completely out of it either when you think about it. I mean, you look at the Royals, the Rangers are 2.5 games out. The Royals are 4 games out. Both the Rays and Twins, they're both 5.5 games out. Hell, I'll even bring up the Angels. The Angels are 6 games out. So, anything is possible at this point. Teams that get hot in August or September usually make that push towards the postseason, and they knock out the teams that are in a wild card contention. But The Yankees could very well get knocked out of the wild card spot. It's possible. The Yankees in their last 10 games, they're 3-7. Yankees have been atrocious over the last couple of months. Once again, I'm not trying to talk bad. I'm not trying to bash or anything like that. But it's just we're all watching these games, and they need to get. I mean, I've been saying it over the last couple of weeks. They need to get it together, man, because they are sinking. They are sinking bad. It's a sink or swim, and I'm gonna keep saying that. But right now they're sinking. Their head right now is not above water. All right, and their numbers kind of show it, right? The Yankees, right? There's somebody, Katie Sharp posted on X saying that the Yankees have allowed 201 runs since July 1st. The only teams that have allowed more runs in that span are the Rockies and Nationals. I mean, go figure, right? Those teams are not great teams this season. They're some of the worst teams in baseball. And, right now the Yankees are 62-56. They're only 6 games above 500, which isn't anything to brag about. And since June 13th, they have a record. Their record since June 13th is 20-31. So clearly, yeah, they're playing way below 500 baseball. This team cannot put together a series of wins. Just when you think, they win a game, it's like, okay, maybe this is it. Maybe they're going to get a winning streak going. Maybe this is what's going to get them going. That one win that they get, they're going to be able to build off of that. But nope, it's not the case. It's not the case. It's just been a bad brand of baseball. And I understand, these guys have dealt with injuries, but every team has dealt with injuries, right? I know when it comes to the Yankees, though, these injuries hit a little bit harder with these guys. But even with the injuries, though, I feel like this, with the guys that they have, this team should still be capable of going out there and performing. But there's got to be some answers here. There's got to be some questions being asked. I don't know what conversations are happening in the clubhouse. I don't know if Judge is getting the guys together and talking with his teammates. I don't know what Boone is telling these guys. I don't know what the coaching staff is saying. Right? Like, I'm not in the room. Right? I'm not in the room. I can't even suspect or speculate what's being said. We can only guess at this point, but it's hard to do that, clearly. But anyway, we'll talk about some Yankees news. We'll get into the lineup. We'll get into the predictions. All right, but let me say what's up to the chat, because I've been ranting for almost 10 minutes now. Let me say what's up to the chat. Jared, first person in the building. What is going on? What's up? Robert is in the building. Sunil is in the building. We got the other Robert in the building. What's up? Brooklyn's in the house. What's up? Susan, how's it going? Railbird, what is going on? We got Matt in the building. You told your Italian family about me? Sending some Italian bread? Ooh, I dig it. Who else we got in the building? We got Beagle in the building. We got Theo in the building. Joseph is in the building. Who else we got in the building? We got Scotto in the building. What's up, Real Bill? What's going on? Hopefully everything is well with you and the wife. How are you? Desiree, what's up, Desiree? How are you? Great to see you in the chat. Glad you're here. We got Ryan in the chat. I think it's my first time seeing you in the chat. If so, welcome, man. What's going on? Thanks for tuning in. North Carolina vinyl picker. What is going on? What is up? What is up? Jockey Boy's in the building. What's up there, bud? He says, evening NFP, let's get you a win tonight. Was close my prediction last night, brother. Yeah, for sure, man. Y'all got away with that one against the Dodgers. Good. Yeah, I know, Desiree. I know. What's up, Katie? How's it going? How are you? What's going on? Great to see you too, Katie. But yeah, the Yankees. I think it was Scotto that brought it up. That let me see that he pulled up that comment. He said yesterday it was embarrassing being no hit by a pitcher with a 6 ERA. It's lame, man. Just so lame. So Yeah, it's funny too because the Twins starting pitcher for tonight is Zebby Matthews, and we'll go over the lineup here shortly. But he's got a 3-3 record with a 5.17 ERA. Again, it's one of those things. The expectations is that the Yankees bats should be able to hit this guy, but they've made these guys with high ERAs, look like freaking Cy Youngs. Yesterday was an example of that. Keith, what's up? He says, Strike Zone, how are you doing today? Yeah. You wish I was alive tonight. What you mean? What's up, EVN Bells MMU? What is going on? Yankees are definitely sleeping on the job. Oh, the ERA? Yeah, the ERA does mean nothing. It doesn't mean nothing. I mean, I'll pull up his baseball savant too. But let's hope the Yankees are coming out tonight, man. I mean, the way the Yankees have been performing, man, at this point, it's like I don't even know what to say anymore. I'm at a loss for words. I really am at a loss for words. We got Texas Liberty in the building. What's up? Russ, what's up, man? He says he's joining us from X. He's like, it's more like sink or can the doggy paddle, and they can't do that with 300 million. Yeah, well, their head is not above water, man. Their head is definitely not above water. Their head is way below the way down there. Way the frick down there, man. Oh, you wish I was live tonight? Yeah. So for those of you that are, I don't know if you saw my YouTube post, the community post, but I will not be live for the play-by-play tonight. So I do apologize, but I don't know, maybe it wasn't meant to be. Maybe this is, a way of saying, hey, you could use a break from the play-by-play, especially, you've been dedicating so many hours in calling the games and for these guys to only lose. So, so yeah, tonight I'm not going to be calling the game. I do apologize. I had something come up, so I need to go take care of that thing that I need to go do. So I hopefully you all understand, but the game plan is for me to do the play-by-play tomorrow night along with the pregame. But of course, I had to do the pregame. At least I want to give you all that. But yeah, just thought I'd share that with all of you. Theo says who should get most of the blame for the team's struggles. I mean, it's a mix of everybody at this point. I think it's a mix of everybody. I think you got to blame, you got to hold the players accountable. You got to hold the coaching staff, the manager, all of them, man. Said Judge wasn't going to be in the field for the rest of the season. Who reported that? I mean, I know Nathan said it, but who did he hear that from? I know Boone is not going to, or I know Judge is not going to be playing in the field this series, but I didn't hear nothing about him not taking the field for the rest of the series. Who did he hear that from? Yeah, I think we can all handle. We all need a mental health day off. Yeah, you got that right. I mean, yeah, Bill. I mean, it's the players. Hey, it's like these guys got to be held accountable, man. They still got to be held accountable. These guys. Boone is not taking Boone is not taking the field for the rest of the season per MLB. What are we talking about? But yeah, that's what we got though, folks. Yeah, this has been, it's this. I don't think the Yankees we're going to be playing like this right about now. Per MLB. Oh, so MLB.com said that he's not taking the field the rest of the season. Is that what I'm understanding? So does that mean Giancarlo is going to be playing the field for the remainder of the season? Is that what's going on? But anyway, but yeah, the Yankees have this 3-game step or series against the Minnesota Twins. Historically, like I said at the beginning of the stream, The Yankees have done really well against the Twins. Historically, they have owned the Minnesota Twins. What happens, in this series and the way the Yankees have been playing, we'll just have to wait and see. Now, in terms of the Yankees, Yankees news. Garrett Cole started throwing. He threw like 20 pitches. I'll pull up the report right now. I had it. Yeah. So according to Meredith Marakovitz, Garrett Cole started his throwing program today. About 20 pitches on flat ground, and Fernando Cruz, Ryan Yarbrough are supposed to begin their rehab assignments on Thursday. So at least that's some good news. Don't expect Cole this season. Obviously, Garrett Cole's not going to be back. He'll probably be back around like late April, probably May would be my guess. So that's that's my guess. And then Gary Phillips put something out here about Oswaldo Cabrera. He said Oswaldo Cabrera said there's a, quote, small window for him to play again this season, though that remains unlikely. He has been walking around freely the last few days, no scooter or boot, but he can't jog yet. His physical therapy includes small hops and aquatic work, no baseball activities. At this point, I mean, I wouldn't even want Oswaldo Cabrera to come back. I really wouldn't want him to come back at this point. Let him just rest up and get ready for next season. We got Jockey Boy in the building. Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Boone said series. He said the series. I didn't see nothing about Judge not taking the field the rest of the series. I didn't see anything about that. So Bronx Bombers in the building. I saw a few folks coming. Michael Osborne, what's up? Dave Eisenberg. Just wanted to make sure that I said what's up to everybody that comes in. If I missed you, I do apologize. Sometimes the chat just goes by really fast. So those are some Yankees news right now. Now let's get into the lineup, folks. Let's get into the lineup for both teams. So before we do that, right now the Yankees, again, they're 62-56, 6 games above 500. So, there is 44 games left this season. That's not really a lot of games. This isn't a thing of like, oh, we're gonna get fired up. Just wait. No. There's no more waiting. You guys got to go out there. You got to win now. It's not, you can't go, after each post game or after each game, you can't say during the post game that, oh no, we're right there. This team's got it. But no, man, it's gotta happen now. All right. Russ from X is saying another curse of Cashman Rosario goes down. I want to see more of him today. They said 10. Yeah, man. That was talk about bad luck. Him and Austin Slater. It's like, I mean, nobody would have predicted that. Let's be honest. Yeah, well, Sunil, I also want to buy the Brooklyn Bridge, but we know that's not going to happen. I know you have your wish list, so do I. They're not going to bring up Jones right now, man. And where are you going to play him is the question. He's just going to be riding the bench. He's gonna get called up in September, Scotto. I mean, for sure. But if he was called up, it's not like it's not like this guy was going to take the field every day. And they probably brought it. The only reason why I think they brought up Ascara is because Ascara, if needed, he could play third base, right? If needed. If needed. So I mean, he could play in the infield. Ben Rice can also do that too. Wells, not so much. I mean, I know Wells has played first base, but I wouldn't want to put him at first base. Rice could play first base. What's up, Stephen B? My thoughts, Yasin, they didn't say anything wrong. Yeah, I mean, the injuries happen a lot, man. I mean, again, it was just who would have thought Slater would have had his hamstring injured running down the first base line, and then Rosario trying to make a play, putting his body on the line, and freaking, trying to make that catch. It's just injuries are funny, man. And, obviously, as you know, dude, they come in like in the weirdest ways possible sometimes. I don't either. Now I'm gonna talk about that too. Dealing with COVID? Ooh, sorry, man. That's rough, bro. Make sure you're resting. Celia says it makes more sense to me to get ready for 2026, even if they beat the Twins. They can't beat good teams right now. Well, I don't agree. See, this is the part I don't like. I know that the Yankees have been playing some bad baseball. I understand. I get it. You're some people are probably already focused on 2026. I understand. But to say just get ready for 2026 and just tank the rest of the season, I don't agree with that mentality. I do not agree with that mentality. They still have to go out there and try to win these games. I know it's been hard watching this team, but let's not get in, I don't mean to be disrespectful, but like, let's not get into this loser's mentality of like, just tank the season and worry about next year. Okay, fine. If you don't think they're going to win the World Series, I get it. But these guys are going to still go out and compete. The worst teams in baseball, they know they're not going to make the postseason, but they're still good, or they're still going to go out there and try and win games. I mean, even though they know that they're not going to make the postseason, no, they still got to go out and compete. Even if you're mentally checked out, I understand. But they're still going to go out there and try and win. I mean, they're still going to put out lineups. I mean, yeah, I'm not. I don't like that focus on next year and just not worry about it. You have to. You got to go out there and still win those games. I mean, you have. You're a professional baseball player. You're getting, and these guys are getting paid millions of dollars. I'm sorry, but I'm not all for tanking the season. If you want to mentally check out, that's totally fine, because in 2023, it was I'm not trying to go back to the past, but July 2023, I gave up on the team. I mentally checked out because I was like, these guys aren't going nowhere. And I knew sure, they weren't officially eliminated. I get that, but I mentally checked out because July, that year was atrocious, and July 2023 was just like, all right, you know what? This team ain't going nowhere. Yeah, they're still going to go out and play. Absolutely. But I'm not going to, I'm not giving up yet, but we'll see where this team is in 2 weeks. But anyway, development for Dominguez. Well, that's one of the positive things. I was in that Discord with the one that Yankees Country created, with there's a bunch of cool people in there, and that's one of the things that I did like about this season, Stephen B, is that, you're seeing some of these young guys getting a chance to play, and we're getting to see what these guys are made of. They are developing. We'll see how things turn out for them in the near, in the future as time goes on. So, I am liking the fact that the Yankees are giving some of their young guys a chance. That this is good. So I'm all for it. I know they've traded a bunch of guys away, and I know fans are now upset about it, or they are upset about some of these guys that got traded away. But again, it's one of those things where if you're wanting this team to win, if you want them to compete now, then you got to make those moves that are going to hurt. But some of the guys that they didn't trade, I mean, are still on the team. Luckily, right? Ben Rice is still on the team. Cam Schlittler is still on the team. George Lombard Jr., Spencer Jones, these guys are still part of the organization. And yeah, Will Warren, right? Warren looks good. Schlittler's got potential, but you got to give him some time, right? It's only he's only pitched in what, 5 major league. He's only made 5 major league appearances. I mean, Volpe and Wells, yeah, definitely took a step back. I mean, Wells especially. Wells especially. I mean, I know. Volpe's been getting a lot of the heat lately, but I'm not ignoring Austin Wells here. I am not ignoring Austin Wells. Austin Wells has been terrible this season. He's been so bad this season. The guy looks like he's on the brink of hitting under 200. You know that. I mean, the way he's been playing, but he's not. Spoiler alert, he's not in the lineup. So thankfully he's not in the lineup. So that's good news. But Bronx Bomber says Boone favoritism to Volpe is disturbing. I mean, Volpe has a lot of ups and downs, man. He's consistently inconsistent. That's Anthony Volpe, man. I feel Wells is hurt at dealing with an injured. He swings, throws her off. Well, I don't know if it's injury or not there, Stephen B., but something is off about him. Something is off about him. Yeah, I don't know about the blister part, man. I think he's just going right now. I think he's just going through a major slump. Yeah, and Susan says, I'm not blaming Volpe anymore. The entire team is playing like crap, and I don't think they respect Boone anymore. Well, I don't know how they feel about Boone again, but as far as the whole team playing like crap, yeah, they have been playing like garbage. They have been playing like garbage, but anyway, let's talk about the lineup, though, people. Let's talk about the lineup. So here it is. All right, let me zoom in a little bit more here. So starting lineup for tonight, for the Twins, you have Buxton leading off. He'll be playing center field. Clemens is playing left field, batting second. Jeffers, their catcher's batting third. And Keishall, I think is how you pronounce it, is batting cleanup, he'll be DHing. What's up there, Buckeye? Batting fifth will be Larnack. He'll be playing right field. Lee is playing shortstop. He'll be batting sixth. Lewis is playing third base. He'll be batting seventh. First base will be Julian will be playing first base. He'll be batting eighth. Batting ninth is Fitzgerald. He'll be batting ninth. Julian's batting eighth. And on the mound, it is Zebby Matthews. I'll pull up his baseball savant here momentarily. But as of right now, he's got a 3-3 record, 5.17 ERA. But I'm not paying attention to the ERA really. The Yankees have struggled against guys that have 4 ERAs, 5 ERAs, 6 ERAs. So pretty disappointing actually. But Yankees lineup. We got Trent Grisham leading off, playing center field. Judge is batting second. He'll be DHing. Cody Bellinger is batting third. He'll be playing left field. Giancarlo Stanton is batting cleanup. He'll be playing right field. Ben Rice is at the dish. He'll be batting fifth. Jazz Chisholm Jr. is batting sixth. He'll be playing second base. Paul Goldschmidt batting seventh. He'll be playing first base. Ryan McMahon is batting eighth. He'll be playing third base. Anthony Volpe will be batting ninth. He'll be playing shortstop. On the mound for the Yankees, it is Will Warren. He's got a 6-5 record with a 4.44 ERA. I mean, Will Warren's last outing, I believe, was against the Texas Rangers. He actually held his own in that one. I mean, Will Warren's actually been one of the better starters in the rotation, if anything. I mean, if we're talking about bright spots here, Will Warren's been one of the few bright spots. Let me check his last game log here. So it was against the Texas Rangers. He went 5 innings, didn't give up any runs, gave up 3 hits, walked 3 guys, struck out 5. Kept the team in the game. That was the game that the Yankees lost 1-0, I believe. Or 2-0. So What's up, Jonathan? How's it going? But that's our lineup, folks. Let me know what you all think about this lineup. How do you all feel about this lineup? Russ is adding here. Got three Twins cards, 2 Rays. Got to win at least 6 innings. Guardians have been hot since the break. Yeah, for sure, man. I mean, after this Twins series, they're going to go travel to St. Louis, and they got a 3-game set against the Cardinals. Why move Rice down when he is hot and risk him getting one less at bat? Judge is cold as ice, but I mean, Ben Rice's numbers, though, Buckeye says replace Jazz. But Ben Rice's numbers have, let's see, I want to see what his stats are over the last 15 days. He's been hitting the ball hard. It's just been resulting into a lot of outs. I'm not, it's not to say anything bad about him, but, you look at the last 15 games, he's batting 205 with an on-base percentage of 308, slugging at 318. I mean, you tell me, are those great numbers by Ben Rice? I'm not really, if you're looking at this lineup, I think Dominguez, right, should be the guy leading off. I know he's not in the lineup tonight, but if there's anybody that should be leading off, it's Dominguez. But you look at this lineup that's going out tonight, realistically speaking, there's not anybody in this lineup that should be batting leadoff. Grisham's that guy. He should be in the middle of the lineup, but I don't know who in this lineup right now that we're looking at, who leads off. Who leads off. So I'd rather have Grisham in the middle of the lineup. Personally, I'd be okay with that. But yeah, Dominguez, if there's anybody realistically that should be batting leadoff, it's Dominguez. You would take a chance on Rice, but Rice hasn't been, like I said, Rice has been hitting the ball hard, but he hasn't been. It's been resulting in a lot of outs, unfortunately. And Rice has to play every day to be effective. Buckeye, I think he should be at the dish every day now. I think he should be getting the majority of the time at catcher. I like the way he calls games. I think he does a really good job of calling games. He does a good job of, he's got an arm too. The guy's got an arm. He can throw guys out. So I'm all for it. I want Rice catching for the majority of the time. Honestly, the majority of the games, I want him at the dish. I like him. I do like him. So yeah, I wouldn't mind him because I like Rice. Yeah, so Buckeye agrees. Yeah, I like Rice a lot. Like I said, I think he does a good job behind the plate. He calls a good game. He's got an arm. I mean, he's never. I feel like he's never gotten a lot of credit as a catcher. You always heard about his bat, but you never really heard too much about his defense. But I don't think his defense is really. I think his defense is good. I mean, in the sample size that we saw him. Well, like I said, I don't like Grisham leading off there, Bronx Bomber. I'm not saying he should be leading off, but who in this lineup right now that we're looking at, who is the ideal guy? I mean, sure, Susan, you could say Bellinger, but I don't want to, Bellinger leading off and then Judge right behind him. I think the Yankees really like Judge batting second, Bellinger batting third, but then again, with the lineup, there's always a shuffling of the lineup. But with this lineup though that they have right now, there's really nobody that I would confidently say that this guy should be the leadoff guy. Celia says when you compare the lineup of this team to teams like the Blue Jays and Brewers, these guys don't know how to get on base. That's the problem. Well, so here's the thing: they get on base. They do get on base. The biggest problem is that these guys a lot of times they don't know how to hit with runners in scoring position. That's the problem. And then when these guys don't hit, they don't hit. It's a foregone conclusion. These guys don't know how to get on base. I mean, we saw that yesterday against the Rangers or against the Astros. It was pretty pathetic, actually. Such a pathetic display. I know you're putting up stats. Saw a good Bronx Bomber. I get it. But again, nobody in this current lineup that we're looking at is ideal at the leadoff spot. The guy that should be in the leadoff spot is not in the lineup. So yeah, Judge has been his bat's been cold. I mean, I know he recently just came back. He hasn't been the greatest, but inevitably he's going to be in the lineup every day. But you got to get Stanton in there too. You got to get Stanton in there. Those guys need to be playing together. I know Stanton in the right field. I understand it's not the most ideal, him playing right field, but you got to have both of those guys in the lineup, and especially Giancarlo Stanton, man. Especially Giancarlo Stanton. He's been red hot. He's actually been one of the better bats in this lineup. So, Giancarlo Stanton's making it happen. Judge at leadoff to get him more at bats. Gotta respectfully disagree with that Buckeye because I want Judge to come on with runners in scoring position, man. That way, we could get in the hopes of him hitting those 2-run homers or 3-run homers or driving in the runs because Judge is a big bat. You know what I mean? I understand where you're coming from with getting him more at bats. I totally get it, but Dominguez is that guy. Yeah, Stan's been hitting. I don't care what anybody says about Giancarlo Stanton. He's been effective. But anyway, folks, this is your lineup. This lineup is as good as it's gonna get. We can like it, we can hate it, we can dislike it, we can destroy it, we can dissect it, however you want. But this is the lineup. This is what we got. But the Yankees, if they're being serious, if they're really trying to compete, man, they gotta start putting together a series of wins. Yeah, I know, Susan. That's a problem. But see, that's the thing, though. If Judge gets on, if he's the leadoff guy, he gets on. The guys behind him are not going to hit. This is, so it's kind of a lose-lose. Yeah, we'll see, Hank. I don't know, man. Truly don't know. But as far as the pitcher for the Minnesota Twins, let me pull that up real quick for Zebby Matthews. I have his baseball savant. So and I'll make that full screen. Here, let me take myself off for a minute. Here we go. Cool. So here's his baseball savant. He's decent in some areas. He's got some blues, but he's in a lot of reds. He's got his chase percentage really good. Whiff rate is really good. The K rate's really good. Walk rate is really good. He doesn't get a lot of ground balls. As far as his pitches go, throws a lot of fastball sliders. So expect him to throw a lot of sliders. These guys, these pitchers, that throw sliders, they throw a lot of sliders to the Yankees, and they seem to get caught up by these pitchers that throw a lot of sliders. So I'm all for it. all right. I mean, with slide, if a slider, if a pitcher has a six slider, yeah, bats are going to struggle. So expect this guy to throw a lot of sliders. He's going to throw a lot of sliders to Judge. You already know. Probably same thing to Giancarlo Stanton, but he looks like he throws a lot of fastballs too. Looks like his fastballs top out at 96.6, so he's above average compared to other right-handed pitchers. His slider tops out at about 88.6, his cutter at about 92. So the cutter looks like he throws it 12% of the time. The changeup 10%. So it looks like the majority of his pitches are going to be fastball sliders. And you'll see some cutters, some changeups in there too, more than likely. Doesn't look like he throws a lot of curveballs or sinkers. I mean, the sinker is pretty much non-existent. Yeah, no, I get that he batted leadoff a couple of years ago. It didn't hurt his stats, but again, which is if he leads off and the guys behind him, I mean, are they going to be able to drive him in? Are they going to be able to drive in the runs? That's the question. The idea with Judge batting second or third is just for him to, drive in runs again on, and get some runs on the board. So Bill is adding here, if Judge bats second, he gets an extra at bat per game. Obviously, the rest of the cast and crew haven't gotten out of right. But if Judge gets on base and he leads as a leadoff guy, like do the guys behind him, do they drive him in? Or can they? I believe like guys like Cody Bellinger can. You can say Giancarlo Stanton, but Grisham. I mean, are you all confident that if Grisham was batting third or fourth, or Ben Rice, if Ben Rice was batting second, is Ben Rice going to be able to do that if he's batting behind Judge? I mean, like realistically speaking, again, I'll let you all answer that question. I don't feel as confident. I really don't. I don't feel as confident. I don't. But that's what we got, folks. That's Zebby Matthews. Hopefully, you all got to see that Baseball Savant. But he's got some good stuff. I'm not worried about his ERA being 5.17. I mean, again, realistically, against guys like that, the Yankees bats should be smashing. But we have seen this season many, many times the Yankees struggle against these guys that have ERAs in the 4s and 5s. Well, again, yeah, Susan. Again, I mean, you could shake up the lineup all we want, but the way I see it is, okay, you can put the guys wherever you want in the lineup, but the thing is, if they're not hitting, I like at some point, does it really matter where these guys hit? If the offense overall is garbage, does it honestly matter? I don't know. I'm starting to lose a little faith, but I know their postseason hopes is still alive. There's 44 games left, people. 44 games left. What can they do in 44 games? They're going to have to play well above 500 baseball because 500 baseball it's not going to cut it. These guys got to be playing like, they have to have a winning percentage of like 600 or more, 600, 700 if they're trying to make some noise. If they're really trying to bounce back and improve. Volpe was at leadoff at one point, once upon a time. Wasn't working out. He wasn't getting on base. He would be another guy that would be ideal to lead off. But does he, but we see his bat. Buckeye, your prediction is 22 and 22. Well, that's 500 right there. Are we sold on that? If they make it to the postseason on a they finish out with the rest of the season on a 22 and 22 record, are we sold on it? I mean, I never said that this team would be like a World Series winners. I said maybe they make it that far. I just don't know I just don't know that they win the World Series, right? I feel like they could have made it there, but I could see them going as far as the ALCS, but that's pushing. I said that I said that before the season started. Now I don't know. Yeah, Egyptian. He's the only guy that should be leading off. I mean, as of right now, you look at this roster, he should be the guy that should be leading off. 100%, he should be leading off. They make postseason, no changes will be made. I mean, not expect. I mean, we'll see how far they make it if they make it. And nobody. I know Volpe isn't hitting. None of the guys really are hitting. So, but let's get into these predictions, people. Let's get into these predictions. Will Warren. How does Will Warren perform today against the Minnesota Twins? What do we got for Will Warren? How does he do against this Twins lineup? How are you all feeling about Will Warren? Drop your predictions. Again, last game he pitched 5 innings, didn't give up any runs, he walked 3 and struck out 5. He kept the team in the game. So I want to see if he's ever pitched against the Twins. I don't know if this is his first career start against the Twins. It might be. But what do we got for Will Warren? Drop your predictions for Will Warren. Yeah. What's wrong with Grish leading off? It's just he hasn't. I mean, there's times he does okay, but other times, man, he's been striking out a lot. He's been hitting into a lot of ground balls. He's been popping up. But there are times where he comes through in the clutch too. He's able to get on base as well, but it's just not as consistent as I'd like it. But let's check these predictions here. So Buckeyes going 5 innings, 5 strikeouts, 3 walks. He gives up 4 runs. Sunil said 4 innings, 7 hits, 5 runs, 4 walks, 1 strikeout. He gives up a couple of homers. Warren can go 7 innings. I would hope so. I would hope Warren could go 7 innings. That's the hope. Stick with your 2 hit by pitches today, especially if the Twins come out bunting. Could be. Beagle's going 4 innings, 3 strikeouts, 2 walks. He gives up 2 homers. Okay. Sean Browning coming through. He's saying 7 innings pitched, 4 hits. Doesn't give up any runs, 9 strikeouts, 2 walks. So Will Warren, let's see. He went 5 innings against the Texas Rangers. I think Warren's going to go 5 1/3. I'll give him 5 strikeouts, 3 walks, and I'll say he gives up 1 run. That's my prediction for Will Warren. How many innings Warren goes, the Yankees will find a way to blow it. But 6 innings, 3 strikeouts, 2 walks, gives up 2 runs. Okay. 94 pitches in 4 innings. Katie's saying 7 innings for Warren. No doubt. I'll give him 5 1/3. I'll give him 5 1/3. Maybe I'm being generous. I don't know, but I'm gonna give. I'll say 5 1/3 though. I'll give him 5 1/3, 5 strikeouts, walks a couple of guys, and gives up 1 run. All right, double plays, people. Double plays. What do we got for double plays? Boone on yes, making excuses again. What's he saying? Is he talking right now? I think he's going to be on John Boy's show tomorrow. I'm assuming. I know he's there usually every Tuesday. But double plays, people. Let's get into the double play predictions. What do we got for double plays? How many double plays did the Yankees hit into in tonight's game? What do we got? Buckeye says too many. Beagle says 2. Stephen B says 2, at least 2 by Volpe. Okay, at least 2 by Volpe. Okay. Susan's going 3. I'll go 1, honestly, because this guy, Zebby Matthews, his ground ball rate doesn't get a lot of it. Strikes out a lot of guys for the season. So for the season, he's got 48 strikeouts so far. No double plays by Yasin. I'll stick with 1. Like I said, I'm going to stick with 1 double play. That will be my double play prediction. 4 2/3. He went 4 1/3, and I say 2 double plays. Yeah, man. Missed it just by a little bit. Hey, Cecilia Andrade, what's going on? I had a fee in chat from LA. Yankees have to win today. At least 1 homer from my belly. Let's go, Cecilia. How are you there, Cecilia? Thanks for popping in. And a quote: "We got a lot of really guys swinging the bat now." Is he watching the same game as us? I mean, there's a few guys swinging the bat. Not a lot of them. But all right, any other drop your double play predictions, Will Warren predictions if you haven't yet. We're gonna move on to the home run predictions. Let's talk about the home runs. How many? Who's gonna hit a home run tonight? Yeah, I think we all get teary eyed when the Yankees turn a double play. Who hits a home run tonight for the Yankees? I don't think they didn't hit one yesterday at all. I mean, they barely got on base yesterday. The only highlight as far as their bats go was in the bottom of the 7th, and they did poo-poo with that. Beagle says no one hits a home run. Okay. Any other? Let's talk home run predictions. What do we got? What are we thinking for home run predictions? Bellinger hits a home run. Sean Browning's going Judge, Bellinger, and the Martian. Stephen B says Stanton. Bellinger and Stanton from Yasin. Buckeyes going Judge, Stanton, and Rice. North Carolina Vinyl Picker says Big G's going to hit 2. Real Bill, that was funny. Oh, man. Oh, you missed the lineup? You missed the lineup there, Desiree? I'll let you know afterwards. I could tell you. But Robert says nice 2G bombs. Yeah. You know what? I'm going for home run predictions. I'm gonna go Judge and Stanton. So I'm gonna go with twin 1 and twin 2. If Rodney was in here, that's what he would say. So we got Judge. I got Judge and Stanton. I think those are my picks. Yes, Desiree. He's playing right field. So I'll be Judge and Stanton. Those are my 2 picks for tonight. Yeah, you don't take out the hot bat, man. You don't sit the hot bat. You gotta play the hot bat. I understand what the guys got to play. You don't want the guys riding the bench, a lot, right? Because you don't want their bats to necessarily get cold. But Giancarlo should not be sitting, man. But yeah, no, Giancarlo, yes, he is in right field. But those are my home run predictions. Yo, TC, what's up, dude? What's going on? Shout out to TC. Robert says he's the 37th like. I want to see how many likes we got real quick. Because I know sometimes it's like we see different. I see different, but let me click on this real quick. All right. Let me lower the volume. Yeah, 37 likes. Oh, 39 likes. All right, so 2 more likes. If we get to 50, I'll gift a membership. So the likes are free, subscribing is free, people. So 11 more likes to 50, and I'll gift a membership on this pregame. So Katie's going Stanton and Goldschmidt. I like it. How are you there, TC? How's life treating you, dude? Cabrera comes in and pinch hits off the bench and hits in the park home run. Yeah. All right. We got 41 likes now. Let's go, folks. We got 9 more likes. Let's go 9 more likes. There are 9 people out there that are watching this that have not hit the like button. Let's get 9 more. I'll gift the membership. Eventually his injury is hitting. Yeah, it could be North Carolina Vial Picker. I mean, I don't know if he was rushed back. No, Jacob Frederick, I am not. I'm not calling the game tonight's game. I had something come up. I had a friend that needed a favor, and I didn't say no. So the friend wanted my help, so I'm gonna go help out a friend. But I will not be calling tonight's game, so no play-by-play tonight, but I do plan on doing a play-by-play tomorrow along with the pregame. I don't know. Maybe I should do a surprise late-night show after the game is over. I don't know if any of my night owls will be up, or maybe I do a show tomorrow morning and talk to all of you. I don't know. I might do a little surprise. We'll see. And here's Desiree's quote here. So if you're on your cell phone, you have to ask out of the live chat or exit out of the live chat to click the thumbs up and then click live chat again. Okay. Is this only on iPhone or all phones? Yeah, maybe it is a good thing that I'm not calling the game. If it was one of those things where I'm like, man, maybe if it's not meant to be, it's not meant to be. You know, maybe I'm saving myself some trouble. No, usually I find a way to go do the play-by-play, but it's one of those things where I'm like, all right, maybe it is meant to be. Maybe it's meant to be that I'm not calling this game. Desiree, yeah, folks, make sure you send prayers, positive thoughts towards Desiree's way. Definitely will be doing that. So we wish you all the best of luck there, Desiree. All cell phones, maybe tablets as well. Okay, got it. Thank you for sharing. Cecilia says she says she's great, heading to the market for dinner prep. But yes, do a night owl surprise podcast. So that means if I do it, she's going to be tuning in. I'm thinking about it. I don't know. I'm really thinking about it. We're at 40. Actually, we're just at 45. So 5 more, I'll gift a membership. Should be up for all phones because it's platform behavior driven. Copy. Late night show with Jimmy Kimmel or Tonight Show with Fallon. I don't watch either one of those guys, to be honest with you. I think they're not. Personally, I'm not a fan of either one. But if you are a fan, to each their own. I hope you enjoyed their show. Yankees will go on a winning streak now. Yeah, one would hope. Nuts. I was waiting for it. Am I gonna be streaming? I'll check in and say what's up, but I'm not gonna hang out or anything. I'll say what's up, you know. Nope, I'm not calling this game. I know on a cell phone that the like button doesn't show up only if you X out of the chat box. Interesting. Okay. Well, there you go, folks. I haven't talked about dinner yet. Be a late night podcast. Trouble. Be careful not to get canceled. I'll take my risks. Bryce says the series has to be a sweep, nothing less. Well, we said that about some teams this season, and guess what? Didn't quite happen there, buddy. Sorry to break the news, but I hear what you're saying. And we need 4 more likes to 50. I'm at 46 likes. So if there's 4 people out there that are watching this right now, and you haven't liked it, please like it. I'll gift a membership. And if you're watching this for the first time, hit that sub button. The channel is on the way to 2K, 2,000 subs. Well, let's get into the score predictions, folks. Let's get into the score predictions. What do we got for score predictions? Oh, you're Yankees fans. You should be a Yankees fan this week. They gotta help you boys out, man. You should be a fan of the Yankees this week. Well, I'm at 47 right now. I'm at 47 likes, so 3 more likes. Well, I don't like announcing another loss. I mean, I don't, but I'm always happy to do the play-by-plays because I just get to hang out with all of you. Just make sure you all send some good vibes, some prayers towards Desiree. She's going in for a procedure tomorrow. Hopefully everything works out. But what do we got for tonight's score, people? Chicken salad sandwiches and carrot cake cupcakes. Ooh, okay, Buckeye. Buckeye's going in. All right, 2 more likes. Yankees should beat the Twins on paper, but we lose against 6-4. Is that the Reds and the Phillies game right now? Nice. There you go. I appreciate everybody showing the love for Desiree. Thank you all very much. I know she appreciates it too. Yassine's going 5-3. 9-4 from Sunil. So score prediction, you know what? I'm going to say 4-3. That's what I'm sticking with. I'm going to say 4-3. Don't ask me why. That's just my score prediction. Nice, Stephen B. Thank you. Buckeyes going 6-3. Katie's going 10-2. Woo! Bats are going to blow up tonight, huh? All right, we got 2 more likes. 2 more likes to 50. If we get 2 more likes, I will gift a membership. Theo's going 5-3. TC says Yankees have bases loaded, 0 outs, down by 1 in the 9th, and grounded to triple play, lose 5-4. Man, that's how much bad luck we're talking, huh? Man, there's like no hope. All right, 1 more like, people. Let's get 50. We need 1 more like. But I'm gonna go 4-3 for a score. Robert said he already had a buffalo chicken tender and bacon wrap and a side of Ken's blue cheese dressing. That sounds really good. It's not over, Theo. In 2 weeks, though. I think we'll have a better idea in 2 weeks. In 2 weeks, it'll be August 25th. That'll give us a better idea, I think. We win for Dez by 3 runs. Yeah, 6-5 by Dave. Okay. So we're still seeing some score predictions come through. What else we got for score predictions? Then we'll move on to everybody's favorite part, which is food. Yeah, 1 more like to 50. If we get 1 more like, I'll gift a membership. Yeah, so left. We are lucky we'll make the playoffs. Yeah, I mean, 44 games. I mean, these games are slowly winding down. I mean, the regular season's slowly coming to an end, right? Slowly but surely. That's right. If the Yankees win tonight, we're going to dedicate this win to Desiree. And so this whole series, we're going to dedicate the wins to Desiree. Well, Sunil, I'm not going to be that kind of hitting coach. I'm going to be a different kind of hitting coach. Yeah, the season's been flying by, man, and 44 games is not a lot of games. It's before you know it, it's going to be the last week of the season, and we'll see who's going to make it, who doesn't. North Carolina Vinyl Picker says shut out 5-0 Yanks. I would love that, man. Yeah, I don't know what's going on, TC. I really don't. 52 likes? Let's go. You guys and gals are the best. As promised, I will gift a membership right now. What's up, Jared? How's it going? I don't want to be Dylan Lawson. And like I said, I won't be that kind of hitting coach. I'm going to be a different type of hitting coach, if you know what I mean. So let's go ahead and gift this membership. Let's see who will be the lucky recipient of this membership. Remember, the gifted memberships are good for 30 days. If you want to continue being a member, I do have the link in the description, right? There's cheap as $3. They're $2.99 a month. Jared's going 5-2. Yeah, Judge is looking a little iffy since he's been back. You're welcome there, Desiree. You know we love you. All right, let's see who we got as who is the recipient of the Strike Zone membership. And who do we got? Send you the link? Okay. I'll put it in the chat here momentarily. And the membership's been gifted. Who is the lucky recipient? Curran is the recipient of the membership. So congratulations there, Curran. So you just received a membership from me. Congratulations. And let me get that. I'll get the link here. Yeah, welcome to Kieran. Congratulations. And that is the link right there for the membership for anybody who wants to be a member. So there you go. Like I said, I get the lowest tier is $2.99. It's $2.99 a month. So yeah, no pressure. But that is so yeah. Kieran is the recipient of the gifted membership. Jared is adding that Judge, Stanton, and Bellinger hit home runs. You're welcome. So there you go, folks. We hit 50 likes. I gift a membership. That's how we roll. For every 50, I gift a membership. So if we were to hit 100 on the stream, I would do another one. Jared says, hopefully 0 double plays. Hopefully. But just putting something on my phone right now, so I do apologize. I'm not trying to ignore you all. I just needed to get this done real quick. There's no Boone tier. It's all NFE tiers, so there you go. Yeah, I would eat it on screen there, Stephen B. I gotta get you to 2K subs. That's right, man. I mean, we're on the road to 2K, slowly but surely. We're getting there. A Boone membership, yeah. All right, folks, let's talk food. What do we got for food? Who's eating what? What's for dinner? What are you all snacking on? Anybody? Who's eating some ice cream? It's still ice cream weather. It's ice cream weather still. Yeah, we're at 55 likes now. Let's shave Cashman's head. Well, he's already bald. Yeah, Stephen B, like I said, don't worry about it, dude. Just get your health in order, man. Get your health in order. Get back to work. Start making money again. You know what I'm saying? Take care of that COVID, bro. And Susan, thank you so much. Welcome to, you've been a part of the crew, but now it's official. Welcome to the Strike Zone crew. So thank you for becoming a member. Thank you so much. Roast beef sub and potato salad. That sounds really good. What else we got? What are we eating for food? I saw Buckeyes. Buckeyes sounded really good. Robert also put something in there too. That sounded really good. What else is for dinner? Or what are we snacking on? Are anybody snacking on anything? Jared says he's going to eat a chicken quesadilla. You love quesadillas a lot, don't you, there, Jared? It's not a bad thing. I just always notice it. You always say you're going to have a quesadilla. Yeah, right, Sunil? Yeah, I know. Yeah, you're definitely a big quesadilla fan. Ain't nothing wrong with that, man. Hey, do what you got to do, bro. I love burgers too. I'm a big burger fan. What else is on the menu? What else is on the menu? What else is for dinner? Yeah, veggie day in your household. Yes, it is Mondays. I'm fully aware of that, Sunil. So I know when it's Mondays, it's a veggie kind of night at the Sidwani household. Robert said, yeah, you've just finished the buffalo chicken tender and bacon wrap with Ken's blue cheese dressing. Yeah, Ken's blue cheese dressing is some good stuff. Good freaking stuff. Yeah, buddy. Chicken pasta veggie. Nice. Beef stew and noodles. Okay. And game's going to start here in about 20 minutes. I've been live for an hour and 15. My God, the time flies when we're having fun. But yeah, buddy. Anything else on the menu, people? What's up, McMahon? AD McMahon's in the building. How are you? What's going on? Shout out to AD McMahon. How are you? Tomatoes with red chili. Nice. Yeah, for sure, Stephen B. Going good. Okay. Get the stream done with soon and get out the horse to see if that. Yeah, dude. I'm yeah. Once that fiber internet becomes available in my area, Sunil, I've already put in my email. So as soon as I get a notification, dude, I'm definitely gonna be calling places. Yes, Frederick, Jacob or Will Warren's pitching tonight. That's a good one, Jared. You and Max love burgers. Go figure. Yeah, well, dude. I mean, the way I talk about food, I mean, it doesn't look like I eat, but I do eat. Believe it or not. I mean, I'm surprised I don't. I'm surprised I'm not like 240 right now. I really am. Like I feel like I should be weighing like way more the way I'd be talking about food and watching games. But I know I don't look like I eat a lot, but I do eat a lot, and I do veg out. You know what I mean? Like I do. I love my junk food. I love my cookies. You know what I'm saying? Like I love all that fun stuff. But yeah, I'm just I'm surprised I don't. I'm surprised I don't weigh like 240, 250. But yeah, why Yankees keep losing because they won't shave Cashman's head? I don't know about that part. I got you for the even 240 and still too low. You should be, yeah, even 240 in kilograms is still too low. You should be no lower than 300, 450 to 500. Oh man, I I would have to go see a specialist or a doctor because that is danger zone. Roberts 235. Yeah, the game's about to start. Yeah, usually I would end the live stream by now, but since I'm not calling the game, I decided to go a little bit longer. So just to kind of chat it up a little bit more with all of you during the pregame, since I'm not going to be going live tonight for the play-by-play, but for sure, like I said, for sure, I'm going. I should be able to go live tomorrow night for the play-by-play, and definitely doing a pregame. I might still do like a late night show or something, just to just to maybe talk about tonight's game. Cecilia's asking, you had a friend stop by? We were just talking score predictions, Cecilia, and then we were talking about what folks are going to have for dinner tonight. We always talk about food at the end of the show, talking about what people are going to eat. So, what are your dinner plans? And I might do a night podcast there, Cecilia. Just keep the notifications on. I might end up doing one. Tonight, if I am doing one, if I am doing one, it's going to be midnight East Coast time. If I am going to do a pod, if I'm going to go live tonight, it'll be midnight. Just keep the notifications on. I would do one with Custodio, but he's not going to be available. Oh, retired firefighter. Oh, all right, awesome, man. I respect that. My middle name is Diet. But yeah, I'll go ahead. But yeah, I've been live for about an hour and 20 minutes. The game's going to start in 15 minutes, people. So go get ready for the game. Get your food. Cecilia says, please do the night podcast, 9 p.m. West Coast time. Perfect. Tonight I'm making chicken piccata. Nice, Cecilia. That's awesome. Sounds really good. But sounds like a plan. But folks, I am going to end the live stream here. The game will start in about 15 minutes. So go get ready for the game. Get your food, get your snacks, get your water or whatever you all drink. Just make sure you stay hydrated. I drink a lot of water, as you can see. You always see me with this cup. So go get ready for the game. Volpe Zello left on base is definitely higher than my weight, no doubt. But go get ready for the game, folks. Hopefully the Yankees win the opener. They definitely need to win the opener. They need to again put together a winning streak, get something going, man. They need to get something going because this brand of baseball just ain't it, bro. It ain't it. So the time is now. They can't be waiting around no more. This isn't. Oh, we're almost right there. No. None of this. We're almost there. You gotta. It's now or never. Right now you're sinking. Your head's not above water. All right. But anyway, folks, I'm gonna let you all be. All right. I'm gonna let you all be. I'm gonna end this awesome live stream. You guys and gals are the best. You all are amazing. Thank you to all the new subscribers. If you haven't subscribed yet, hit that subscribe button if you're new. All right. We're on the road to 2,000 subs. Hit that like button on the way out. If you haven't hit that like button, if you're watching this on the rerun, hit that like button. It does help out the channel quite a bit. And keep sharing this channel out, folks. Keep sharing it out with everybody. I would greatly appreciate it. Thank you all very much. Go enjoy your night. Enjoy the game. And as always, let's go Yankees. And hopefully, I'll see you all tonight. See you all later.